Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome to a bit of an informative video today. Today I'm just going to be telling you about Reach the Peak, how you guys can request the vehicles, what vehicles are eligible, what the rules are for the series, as well as some changes that I will be making to allow this series to become a bit more accessible to certain vehicles. Anyways, first up, how do you request vehicles? Very simply, just tell me. Comment section on YouTube is the best place to do it, on the Reach the Peak videos, or indeed on this video. Just simply comment down below with the cars you'd like to see go around the course. There's no limit on how many cars you can request, just don't get too ridiculous with it. Don't request 30 in one go, for example. But, you know, if you want to list off like 10 or 15 vehicles that you'd like to see tackle the hill climb course, provided they've not already been requested, I'm quite happy to add those to the list. There's no limit on the amount of vehicles that one person can request. Just don't do any blanket requests either, so don't say all Ferraris, for example, because I'd rather, you know, let the series be a bit more accessible to people, let them request the vehicles that specifically they want to see. Speaking of which, what vehicles are eligible? Literally anything in the game that is drivable. So that is cars from the base game, DLC cars. Horizon Edition cars will be counted as their own separate entity, as well as another type of vehicle which we will get into later. Pretty much every single car that is accessible in the game is eligible for this series. Now obviously certain cars such as say the Ferrari 250LM, you know, they might not go around for a while. You know, I'm still playing through the game as you guys are. I haven't got that much money in the game, so I don't quite have enough money to buy, you know, the super exotic cars yet, but rest assured if you request them they will go around. One interesting thing to note is yes, the race cars are eligible to go up Reach the Peak, the cars that came in the Motorsport pack and Unicorn cars. However, unlike every other car in the game, they cannot run on snow tyres, which does mean they're going to have to run on their standard slicks. That does give them a bit of a disadvantage. In case you didn't know, all cars in this series run on snow tyres, but considering the race cars aren't eligible for them, and I believe one or two other cars might not be as well, those cars will just have to run on their stock tyres, which will affect the lap times, but there really isn't much I can do about that. So anyways, the next type of vehicle that I'm actually adding to this series, now if you buy cars called Upgrade Heroes in this game, they have body kit presets, which basically adds like a Rocket Bunny or Liberty Walk kit or whatever. Now these kits usually also add some performance changes. For example, with this 240SX, if you equip the Rocket Bunny kit, it will also add a V8 engine. Similarly with this S15 Sylvia, if you add the Rocket Bunny kit, it will swap in an RB26 engine. I'm now classing the Upgrade Heroes as their own cars, and you can request the Upgrade Heroes. So for example, if you want to see the S15 Rocket Bunny edition or Upgrade Heroes variant go around, you can request that, and I will send that up there as a separate vehicle at some point. There's no real limitations on these. As far as I can work out, all Upgrade Heroes do provide a significant performance advantage. That's the one thing. I'm not gonna equip just body kits, because the body kits add a bit of an advantage to the cars, but you know, they don't improve performance or anything, well as if we use the presets, they do add performance advantages. You know, they will up the cars in class and so on and so forth. People have been asking, for example, with the Reliant, with the stabilizers, and the HSV Maloo with the rhubars. Those aren't body kit presets, so I'm not counting them as their separate vehicles, and also they won't be equipped with those because the rhubars add weight and the stabilizers, you know, I prefer to run the Reliant stock. So yeah, provided they add a significant advantage, which as far as I can work out all of them do, all of the Upgrade Heroes are now eligible to run the course as their own separate vehicles, so feel free to request those. So that's pretty much it really. There is no rules on what you can request. As I said, I request as many cars as you want, just don't go too ridiculous with it and don't do any blanket requests. Every single vehicle in the game is eligible: normal cars, DLC cars, race cars, unicorn cars, because I will get all of them because I like doing the Forza Fons a lot, and the Horizon Edition cars, all eligible to be ran as their own separate entity. So hopefully that clears up some of the questions you might have had about Reach the Peak. That is everything from me. Thank you all for enjoying the series. The feedback on it so far has been pretty darn great. And yeah, have fun requesting. Thank you all very much for watching, friends. My name's been The Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.